Dear friends, Antiquities. The term antiquities are reverberating in the social scenario of Kerala. I am Advocate Dr.Adv. Welcome to my YouTube channel. There are different laws associated with the preservation and conservation of antiquities, but the law enacted by the Parliament in India, that is Antiquities and Art Treasures Act in 1972, is the most prominent and significant act for the conservation and preservation of antiquities. If we are analyzing the sources of antiquities and treasures, we can see that there are different sources. The laws enacted by the Parliament and state legislatures and the customs, tradition, practices, etc. is also one of the sources. We know that Indian culture, ancient Indian culture, Indian tradition, Indian heritage is accepted, respected, recognized by almost all the historians in the world. The Indian monumental values should be preserved. The art and architecture, craftsmanship of Indian culture, Indian tradition should be vitalized, revitalized, organized and reorganized, defined and redefined. There must be well-organized, well-developed, and well-integrated system for the perpetual and perennial existence of antiquities. We know that there was such an investigation conducted by historians and other experts, archaeologists, arrived at the conclusion that the antiquities are very significant for preserving the biodiversity, linguistic diversity, and cultural diversity of India, especially the old coins, paintings. Here I am inviting your attention to the products, properties, things in the ancient Ajanta and Ellora. These are all symbols of our culture. This must be rejuvenated. The magnificence, the relevance and excellence of our culture can be manifested. The creative imagination of the ancient people for revitalizing the ancientness of Indian culture is reflected in the products, properties, etc. So, when we are analyzing the different aspects of antiquities and treasures, we can see that it is accepted by UNESCO. Indian architectural beauty is accepted by UNO. The inner logic, the dynamic spirit, the dynamic cultural spirit, the dynamic sagacity, enthusiasm and vitality of the products, ancient products, are recognized by historians. If you are analyzing the nature, pattern, composition and the different objectives of antiquities and art treasure site, we can see that it is for prohibiting illegal, unlawful, illicit trade, illicit export and import of products associated with antiquities. So again I am coming to the other aspect of this act. Here there is a very serious issue in Kerala. A hardcore criminal, a far-sighted criminal is doing all types of criminality associated with antiquities. He is having excess with the police force and other forces in the executive. We know that in a democracy, three pillars are there: the legislature, executive and judiciary. In addition to it, there is a fourth estate, that is media. We know that the responsible administrators, especially the police officers, are failing in the discharge of the administration of criminal justice. If the police officers are failed in the administration of criminal justice system, the law and order in the society fails. Police officers are to be considered as officers are of higher level integrity, honesty, But if they are discharging their duties in a irresponsible manner, it will affect the rhythm, the social rhythm in the society. So in a democratic country like India, the people are to be alert. India is the largest democratic country in the world, where Kerala is the most illiterate state. Here a criminal is doing criminal activities in association with officers. Certain police officers are encircled. Certain police officers were encircled in the vicious circle of crimes. They are solely responsible for their own tragic fate. The coins, which is having 100 or more years, are to be considered as antiquity. The painting and the sculpture, which is a reflection of craftsmanship, identity, originality and creativity of artists in India. So the magnificent elegance of the Indian culture must be rejuvenated through antiquities. It is not for sale. It cannot be marketed like a mercantile commodity. There should be proper system. Registration must be there. License must be there. But without registration, if anybody is doing, it's a crime. Anybody who is violating the antiquities or architecture act is punishable for 3 months to 6 years. It is a very simple punishment. But the present scenario is in Kerala is a different one. Multifarious, multi-dimensional crimes are committed by that criminal. So for example, according to the Indian Penal Code 4.6, criminal breach of trust, 425 PC, cheating, with the intention, with the bona fide intention, with the malicious intention to deceive others, to cheat others. He has committed that crime also. And 471, fabricating evidences. The evidences are fabricated. I, being a criminal lawyer, I presume that he was committed POSCO. POSCO means protection of children from sexual offences. If you are analyzing the perspective of a lawyer, there are different evidences. According to the Indian Evidence Act, primary evidence, secondary evidence, tertiary evidence, corroborative evidence, digital evidence, cyber evidence, in addition to all these circumstantial evidences. A criminal lawyer can presume that beyond the shadow of any reasonable doubt, he was committed the offense. So, I again bring your attention to another aspect, the fourth pillar of the democracy, that is media. The media in Kerala is vibrant and dynamic. They are portraying the criminal activities of different criminals. At present, the particular criminal is exposed, his criminal activities exposed. We know that the duty and responsibility of the court is to protect the right of the citizens. Judiciary is the guardian of the Indian Constitution. So, I am concluding my observation, analysis and response associated with the Antiquities and Art Treasures Act in Kerala. The people of Kerala must be vigilant. We are responsible, educated, enlightened. But if police officers fails, the law and order fails in a society. This should not be allowed. Eternal vigilance is a price for democracy. Eternal vigilance is a price for democracy. Thank you.